Hello, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Just give me the thumbs up. You can hear me okay. Wonderful. Well, thank you, Alana, for the nice, wonderful welcome. My name is Cesar Galarza, and let me be the first to welcome you to our very first ever in the history of the South Pacific region, our Health and Wellness Hybrid Expo. So let's give a big hand to all of our participants virtually and in person. And yes, as Alana stated, I am a messy cook. So we separated the meeting space because today you are installed for some fun. Anybody on this call want to have some fun? Yes? All right. Well, we're definitely going to have some fun on this call. And by the way, we still have time for you to invite your guest. If you have some people that maybe you don't see have joined on the call yet, send them a little message. This meeting is going to last about an hour and a half. And you're in store for a treat. So first of all, please allow me to introduce myself once more. My name, as I mentioned, is Cesar Galarza, and I joined the NeoLife family in 2005. I have devoted the last 17 years of my career working in the North Americas, primarily in the US and Canada. However, I have for many years worked with a lot of international business partners or promoters or distributors, as we call them here, in Mexico and Kenya and other various parts of the world. So many things that I love about being part of the NeoLife family. I think I've always liked to kind of sum it up to the 3 Ps. You know, the first thing I like about NeoLife is the product, right? These products truly work. Would you agree? Absolutely. But there's a key component there. You have to use them. So I have been an avid product user for many, many years. And personally, I cannot live without this right here, which is our Pro Vitality. And we're going to get into that in just a second. In fact, that's the reason why at my, 80 years old or so, I can still have the energy to do the things that I need to do. Ooh. Okay, nobody got the joke. All right, that's okay. No, I'm 40 years old, 42 actually, and I love the product. Secondly, I love the plan. You see, here at NeoLife, we have an incredible opportunity for you to live an above average lifestyle by being an average person. And I mean that in the sense of our compensation plan. You see, through helping people look better, feel better, and live better, we get compensated for that. So I think it's a win-win if you ask me, and truly is one of the things I've enjoyed over the years, helping so many individuals around the world make an extra income or create a long-term residual income. And the third P, I think, is pretty straightforward, and that is the people. Yes, the NeoLife Family International is amongst the best in the world, and it's just been a true honor to serve you all over the years. You meet so many people from different walks of life. And for me, the people I think is number one. So if you are like me and you love working with others and you love serving and you love helping people, I have good news for you. You're at the best place at the perfect time. Of course, as you can tell, I am now working for the South Pacific region and the Philippines. And let me tell you that it's been an incredible experience traveling to the Philippines, not just seeing a new country, but one of the things I found so far in my short time here at NeoLife South Pacific and Philippines is that we are all the same. Wherever you go around the world, we have a desire to improve our lives physically and financially. And I was just telling Alana how beautiful Brisbane is and Australia is. So I look forward to coming back serving you all. Aside from NeoLife, I'm also happily married. We have 2 wonderful children. We live in Los Angeles. And I was originally born in Mexico and moved to the US when I was 3 years old. So enough about me. Let's get into the nitty gritty. The first portion, we're going to focus on talking about our core nutrition products. But don't forget, this Saturday, we have our Super Saturday event at 10 a.m. It's going to be hybrid. You can join us in person. We'd love for you to come out and join us in person. In fact, everybody that joins in person here at the Brisbane office is going to receive a free bottle of aloe vera. And I think you can thank Alana for making that wonderful executive decision. Thank you, Alana, for providing our NeoLife family in Australia some extra goodies for coming on and joining us live. So join us this Saturday, and Saturday is going to be focused a lot more on the business opportunity. So let's go ahead and get into our first segment, and that is exploring the NeoLife difference in what we call the core nutrition products. Did you guys know that NeoLife has unique nutrition solutions, unlike anything that you can find in the market? And we really want to showcase that. But first, we need to talk about the state of our health. right? It's been 2.5 long years of this pandemic. And of course, it's impacted people everywhere, even long before the pandemic. We find more and more people, even working at home, stressed out, tired, and tired of being tired. There's never been a greater time for the solutions that we provide. You see, health is wealth. So we want to focus on that itself. Quick statistics here. One of the things that we found is that the World Health Organization and the CDC reported in this study that 3 out of 4 deaths are caused by these terrible chronic diseases. That's alarming. And I know none of us on this call wants to be a statistic, right? What are these chronic diseases? Well, things like heart disease, stroke, cancer, and diabetes, to name a few. That is why we recommend, before we get into the product solutions, that we focus on the 3 keys to optimal health. And I think they're pretty straightforward, right? And what's nice is, focusing on these things is free to some degree. But the first thing is our diet. You know, the old saying, you are what you eat. And we should have a diet focused on a high intake of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and the foods that are good for us, not bad for us. So yes, let's maintain a healthy diet. I think weight management speaks for itself. And the reality is that, being overweight or having excess weight contributes to other health challenges. And I know nobody on this call wants to open the doors to even more health challenges on top of the struggle that comes with being overweight. And of course, yes, drink lots of water. The third one here is physical activity. So we recommend, yes, if you're an avid gym rat, like one of our guests that you're going to hear from in just a few, who enjoys going to the gym every day at 6 a.m., you can do that. But guess what? Physical activity can be simply walking around the block 30 minutes a day, and you will be amazed and feel so great after you finish that walk. So these are the 3 key components, the 3 keys to optimal health. Now, here is the healthy food pyramid, right? The healthy food pyramid. A lot of us have probably seen this before. And that's how we should be eating, right? An abundance of whole grains, lots of fruits and vegetables, healthy proteins, and try to minimize or eliminate fats and sugars. Well, here is the reality. Does that look familiar, anyone? Now, I know there's some hamburgers and fries there. I hope that picture is not making you hungry, because that wasn't the intent of our call. But did you know here, and just some quick statistics, that, over 1/3 of the population here in Australia and around the world uses a lot of energy-dense, nutrient-poor foods that are high in saturated fats, sugar, or even alcohol. In fact, not just that, but as few as 14% meet the recommended consumption of lean meats and different alternatives. I know that we have a lot of vegan options as well. And less than 4% of adults consume the recommended 5 servings of vegetables. That's only 31% that consume around 2 servings of fruit per day. And of course, as it relates to whole grains, only 30% of adults are really consuming what is recommended. So yeah, that can be a huge problem. That's why we recommend here at NeoLife strategies for prevention. And in fact, not just NeoLife, but all of these entities and organizations like the American Heart Association, Cancer Institute, National Cancer Institute in the US, and the CDC, all of them recommend and agree that we should have a diet with an abundance of whole food nutrients, which are key to our health. There's overwhelming research like this study in Time Magazine just outlining and showcasing, the research that's found in the fight against these terrible chronic diseases. In fact, recently, I saw a study that was done in the US, and they found that about 80% to 85% of individuals in the US use vitamins, use supplements. We got to get the numbers for the South Pacific, but that's a big amount, a big group, a large quantity of the population that agrees with supplementation. So who can you trust, right? I'm sure you've probably gone to the pharmacy, maybe the supermarket, or I'm sure they have Costco here in Australia or in New Zealand, but there's a lot of options. So, I want to talk about why NeoLife is a name that you can trust. And first of all, we've been in business for 60 plus years. That says a lot about our company because we were founded in 1958, thanks to our founder, Mr. Jerry Brasfield, who had a a dream and a vision and a goal to provide the world with the best possible nutrition. You see, Jerry, as a young child, had some health challenges. His mother one day was introduced to the power of supplementation, and the rest is history. Today, Jerry's story is heard in over 50 countries around the world. And in fact, one of the NeoLife differences, for those of you taking note, which I hope you are, is we have a pharmaceutical license for manufacturing. What does that mean? It means that our formulas are high grade, high quality, ultra pure, concentrated products. And that's important. Again, we're established in 50 countries around the world. We're an international company and the pioneers in nutrition. The other thing you should feel really good about is the fact that we have the most respected scientific research team, which is the Scientific Advisory Board, founded by Mr. Arthur First, the founding member, a toxicologist and a pharmacologist who helped create the first ever cancer research laboratory at the University of San Francisco. Dr. Arthur First was a genius, light years ahead of his time, and he realized even back then, in the 60s and 70s, that it was humanly impossible to get all of the nutrients that our body needs in order to experience optimal health. So he founded and created this group of geniuses and really just world-renowned scientists, food technologists, biochemists, and quality control experts to make sure that we provide the world with the best possible nutrition. Now, mind you, these are not just people who sponsor our products or who the company pays to promote the product. These people work exclusively with NeoLife. And that makes me feel really good knowing that the people behind our products are not just marketing gimmicks, are not just marketing campaigns. We also have world-class research and strategic partnerships like the USDA, the New York Academy of Sciences, just to name a few. Now, quite often, if you're a guest or remember your first presentation like this, or health talk, as we call it nowadays, you're probably thinking, well, I use vitamins already. Why do I need NeoLife products? Well, let me just remind you that vitamins is a very fuzzy word because there's a lot of products in the market which are known as synthetic. Now, what is synthetic? When was the last time you got up in the morning and had a big bowl of algae, pine bark, or fungus on your plate? Not me, and I hope not you either. Well, guess what? These are the same synthetic ingredients that are used in many of the products that you find in the store shelf. So be careful. However, good news, NeoLife has the solution. And the solution is clear. We use only whole grains, fruits, vegetables, wild-caught salmon from Alaska, quality. And that is one of the biggest NeoLife differences that you can talk to your guest about. Or if you're a guest and you're listening, why should I choose NeoLife? That's one of the big ones. All of our ingredients and solutions that we offer, product solutions, are non-GMO. Now, here is the core nutrition product, which we'll talk about today. In fact, it's right behind me here. And I have my Pro Vitality right in front of me as well. And in fact, I took my 2 packets of Pro Vitality today. We're going to just cover a little bit more about what each of the products that come in Pro Vitality do and the benefits that come along with it, starting with TreaNN. TreaNN is an incredible product with essential fatty acids that are known as phytolipids and sterols that can actually penetrate the membrane wall and feed our cells. So we need these nutrients. This product is so unique that it was developed in a research hospital in Los Angeles, helping people with chronic fatigue, something I suffered from when I was 25 years old. It also helps to promote cellular energy and efficiency. And in fact, there's so much science and research behind TreaNN. But because we have a short time today, I'm only going to cover just some of the basics on how TreaNN works. Let's not forget that nutrition begins at the cellular level. And in fact, here on the left, you have an unhealthy cell as a result of bad nutrition, lack of sleep, poor diet, excessive stress. I think you get the point, right? Our membrane wall, if you notice there, begins to get hardened. When that happens, the nutrients, the good foods that we're eating, cannot get in, and the waste simply can't get out. However, providing our body with TreaNN, it's going to help make that membrane wall soft, allowing the nutrients to get in and the waste to get out. And that's why 99.9% of the individuals who use Training, like myself, the first thing they experience is energy. And in fact, in the world that we live in today, we need a whole lot of energy, especially if you have a pair of twins that are 5 years old. Yes, thank goodness for Trey and N. We also have the solution to the fruit and vegetable gap, and it's called carotenoid complex. If you notice here, carotenoid complex has 37 kilos of raw fruits and vegetables in every single box. Now, don't worry, it doesn't weigh 37 kilograms. We're talking about the nutrients that are inside, the concentrated nutrients. This product is unique because it was researched by the USDA and the CDC to prove that it works. And I love carotenoid complex for so many reasons. In fact, we were driving in the Philippines, and Rico mentioned, hey, I remember you used to use glasses. And I said, yeah, I remember I used to use glasses as well, but I feel that carotenoid has really improved my eye vision. Not just that, but immunity is a big deal in today's world for so many reasons. And that's why it helps to boost our immune capacity a whopping 37% in only 20 days. Imagine that. Way before you finish your first month of product supply, you're going to start seeing the difference. This information was published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, presented at the New York Academy of Sciences, so unique that it was patented. So why do we need carotenoid complex, and why do we need to protect ourselves? Well, that's because we're constantly being attacked by these things that are actually lurking around as we speak that are called free radicals. In fact, our cells are attacked by free radicals around 10,000 times a day. And if you notice here on the left, we have an unprotected cell as a result of a low fruit and vegetable intake. And on the right, we have a protected cell with high fruit and vegetable diet. Carotenoid complex is an antioxidant, which is great because free radical damage is the #1 thing that speeds up the aging process and ages our cells. So carotenoid complex is so important. Again, clinically proven, not clinically studied, okay? Very big difference. They're proven and studied, and that's the other thing you're gonna find with products and nutrition. There's a lot of products that are clinically studied, but here they are clinically proven to boost our immune capacity 37%. It's also a great product for cardiovascular health and to protect our heart. The next product that's in the Pro Vitality is the Salmon Oil Plus Omega-3. It's a unique product because Salmon Oil Plus contains all 8 members of the omega-3 family. That's another big one for your notes there as you're out talking to people, or if you're a guest and you're thinking, well, I can just buy it in the store. Well, how many omegas does that product come with? And are they from whole food or are they synthetic? What I love about Salmon Oil Plus is that it's been tested for over 200 contaminants with an allowable detection limit of 0. And in fact, that's why I was so confident giving and providing my wife with Salmon Oil Plus before, during, and the entire pregnancy, because it's safe to use for pregnant women. Salmon Oil Plus has pure Atlantic cold pressed fish, and it's been clinically proven to reduce inflammation, the inflammatory index, by 68%. And you know, inflammation is a big deal in today's world, and a lot of things can happen when you have excess or what they call chronic inflammation. That means our body can no longer heal it. So it needs a little help. It needs an anti-inflammatory. And on the left, we have a cell that's being attacked by this inflammation. And on the right, we have a healthy cell with high omega-3 intake. And of course, inflammation is the #1 enemy to our cells. So we need Salmon Oil Plus. We need a quality omega-3. There's overwhelming research that proves that Salmon Oil Plus and this product helps with the secret killer, which is inflammation that's tied and linked to heart attacks, cancer, and Alzheimer's. Once more, clinically proven to reduce triglycerides a whopping 17%. It also improves the omega-3 to omega-6 ratio by 43%. And all of this was proven in an 8-week study. So yeah, use Salmon Oil Plus for at least 2 months and you'll notice the difference even before that. Then we top it off with our vitamin and mineral complex. And it's not just a multivitamin, because here you have 21 micronutrients for a good diet and to help bridge the dietary gap. So all of this in Pro Vitality, 4-in-1 Power Pack Nutrition, 5 kilos of whole grains, 37 kilograms grams of raw fruits and vegetables and 10 servings of omega-3 rich fish in every single box. So if you're a guest or you have a guest or you want to share this with somebody, what can you expect with Pro Vitality? Well, first of all, you're going to have an abundant energy, powerful antioxidant protection, heart health, healthy brain function, memory, focus, healthy joints. Ladies, any ladies on the call or here at the office that want to have youthful skin, hair, or nails? Gentlemen, we do too, right? We want to look good for our ladies. Optimal health and cellular nutrition and natural genetic aging. So you want to ensure that you pair the Pro Vitality with the NeoLife shake. So if Pro Vitality is Batman, NeoLife shake is Robin. They go hand in hand. And that's because it's the perfect breakfast for the entire family. You can enjoy it as a breakfast in the morning, replace your lunch, maybe your dinner. So it's a great way to nourish our body with good nutrition. What's inside? Well, everything in NeoLife shake is all natural, biologically complete, 22 amino acids, high quality protein score, 27 grams of protein, branched chain amino acids, 5 grams of fiber, which in fact is about how much fiber you would get in an apple. And we know fiber is excellent for digestion and so many other wonderful benefits. It also has a controlled glycemic response, which makes it safe to use for diabetics and non-diabetics alike. 25 essential vitamins and minerals, and all of this with whole food antioxidants. And good news, everyone, you don't have to worry about anything artificial. You know, we were talking about the artificial ingredients, not in NeoLife shake, no fructose corn syrup, no preservatives, and no trans fats. So here we are watching this presentation, and we're thinking, well, I have some choices to make, right? What is the best choice? Well, one of the things I want to talk about on this call is that NeoLife shake is a healthy fast food. Yes, you heard it right. A healthy fast food. So it would fall into the fast food category because it only takes a couple of minutes to make. In fact, in just a second, I'm going to do a little demo just to demonstrate how easy you can make your NeoLife shake. But for only $4.71 in Australia and $5.74, you can enjoy a nutritious and delicious meal. Please don't end this call or leave the meeting and go and buy yourself what you see there on the left, because you're going to be spending around $10 to $12 plus medical bills, right? If we keep eating that junk food and that fast food. Okay, well, let's move on here. Again, more of the benefits: 10% body fat reduction, lower BMI, cardioprotective, 15% reduction in LDL, which is the bad cholesterol, and it also promotes the good cholesterol. Now, yes, I wish we could spend more time talking about the various product solutions that we offer here at NeoLife in the South Pacific, Australia, and New Zealand. As you can tell, we have targeted solutions that are specific to your needs. Maybe you logged on to the call because you need something to help with memory. Maybe you want to lose some weight, or maybe you need some kids' nutrition for them to feel good and strong. We have something for the entire family. In fact, one of the ones that I see right there is a NeoLife tea, which is another great, wonderful product. The Phyto Defense, which I call the Lamborghini of our wellness solutions. So yeah, we have products for the entire family. So I want to encourage you all, as you're watching this presentation, to tell somebody about what you've just heard. Share with them the solution that comes with whole grains, fruits, vegetables that are recommended by all of these organizations. Go out there and change your life. And you can do so by simply letting them know that you have the solution, because these products truly work. All right, well, let's do this. We're going to now shift gears a little bit, and I'm going to stop sharing, because now what I'd like to do is take you into my kind of make-believe kitchen, maybe here at the Brisbane office in Australia, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to make your NeoLife shake. Let me just get what I need here, and if you're watching this, you can take note of some of the things that you can use to make your shake. So first of all, we're going to do what I call the classic shake. Okay, and the classic shake is this one right here. You guys are familiar with this? This is a blender bottle, okay? And I want to give you guys a little tip as you're doing this, because if you're using the blender bottle, it's a great option. If you notice on the side here, it's got the serving amount, which is 240 mils. And in fact, one of the things I do back at home, which I did to this one here, is just to mark it. And I do that because it's important that when you mix your shake, you have the right amount of powder, the right amount of water, so the texture is just perfect and it tastes just great. Quite often, people don't get the true taste of NeoLife shake because they either don't put enough water or they put too much water. So I recommend that the first thing that you do is get your blender bottle here. You can add a couple of ice cubes if you'd like. It's completely optional. I like to because it's nice and refreshing, especially in the afternoon. And then all you do is you get your water and you want to just fill it up until you get to the little mark that I put there on the side, which is exactly 240 mils. Next, you get my favorite flavor. Maybe we'll do a survey, Alana, after this call to find out which is your favorite flavor. But me personally, I endorse all of the flavors, but chocolate, I'm a chocolate guy. So this is what I would use back at home and even here. Simple, you just open it. And if you notice, I'm taking my time with it today. I'm not even in a rush, just to show you the simplicity. You pop it open, right? And all you do is you get your shake right here. And if you notice, first add the water so that the powder doesn't get stuck around. You add 1 scoop, you add 2 scoops. Okay, I want to make sure this scoop is nice and full so I get that nice chocolate flavor. Okay, 2 scoops, just like so. We put this away. And Alana, if you notice, I'm not making much of a mess now here, right? Not much to clean up after this. You get your blender ball, put that inside, and then you close it. Now, here's a very important tip. And I want to make sure that you know this because it happened to me once in San Diego. I forgot to wait for this to click. That's what you're looking for, because if you don't hear that and you're shaking this up, guess who's going to drink the shake? Your shirt is, and it's not intended for the shirt. It's intended for you. And all you do is you shake it up real good. Okay, maybe I'll go this way. Maybe I'll go a little bit this way over here. All right. And we're ready. So let me go ahead and bring it open and that is delicious. I didn't realize I was such a great cook, Alana. Well, there you go. Actually, let me just go ahead and take another sip because it's so good. Would you guys like some? Here, let me pour some into your cup there. Oh, wait, no, we're virtual. I forgot we're virtual. All right. That's the classic shake. And you know, the other thing that you can do with NeoLife shake that a lot of people do, which is also fine, is to add some healthy fruit to it. In this case, I'm just going to add a little bit of watermelon. But again, you want to make sure that you add just 240 mils, right? So I'm just going to add it here. I like mixing it in my cup first, because this way I don't add too much water. All right. And hopefully this goes as planned, everyone. Okay. We don't All right. You guys recognize this here? It's called a blender. Okay. It's been a while since I've used one of these here, but let's go ahead and give it a shot. So you got your blender. You can also use a bullet. I mean, we have one, you know, the Ninja is the one I use back at home, which is just a little 1 serving size one. But today we're going to use the blender. So what you want to do first is add the water, right? Add some ice as desired, okay? And I only got 2 little pieces of watermelon. Now remember, if you are a diabetic or you have sugar restrictions, make sure that the fruit that you use is not overly ripe. Because don't forget, if the fruit is very ripe, like banana, a lot of people like to use a bunch of banana, even strawberries, when it's ripe, it releases more sugar. This is actually a watermelon. It's quite green, so I thought it'd be perfect. And then for this occasion, I'm just going to add 2 little pieces and the vanilla shake right here. And little quiz for you all. How many scoops do I need? Can anybody show me on the virtual? All right, goodness. Okay, you guys, we got a lot of product experts on this call. Yep, just 2. Okay, so look, I'm just going to take 1 and 2. This is actually my kids. One of my kids love this. right here, like that. Put this away and then close it. All right, I'm gonna have to mute you guys because I don't want your speakers to blow up after I turn on this blender. So just give me a second. You'll see the effect here. And maybe I should probably stand back just in case, right? So here we go. Okay, dinner is served. So I'm just gonna open this here, just like that. If you notice, I'm being very careful because I don't want my shirt to taste it. Okay, then I'm just gonna take this off here. I'm gonna pour it in my cup. Okay, and if you notice, I got the quantity just right. Okay, and taste it. I really wish you guys were here to try this because it is delicious. Don't mind me, I'm just enjoying my NeoLife shake. So there you go. Wasn't that easy, right? Very simple, very quick, cost efficient, and most importantly, healthy for the entire family. Well, that concludes our first half of the presentation, which is focused on our breakfast pack. And now we're going to switch gears here and talk about other product solutions that we have, which again, I love, and that is our home care line. Now, personally, I think our home care line, not just in Australia, New Zealand, but around the world, I believe is the best kept secret. It's the hidden gem. People don't realize not only how effective it is, but cost saving it is. And, you know, in today's world and always, we need to have a clean environment. Let's first talk about why you should choose NeoLife Home Care Solutions. First of all, the environmental burden. You know, most of the cleaning products are ready to use, right? You buy them and they're good to go. But what are you paying for? And really what you're paying for mostly is water. Not to mention that a lot of these ready-to-use products have a whole bunch of chemicals. And let's talk about the specialty cleaners that are often just a waste of money because you're paying for the water, and not just the water, but you're paying for the marketing. Yeah, it may come in a very shiny bottle with a sprayer or aerosol spray, and it looks like effective, but it really isn't. This creates an excess consumption and excess waste for our environments. Now that becomes an environmental burden long-term. And this is where a lot of these cleaning products go. And some of them even end up in the ocean. You know, the waste from cleaning products and their packaging just continues to build up. And this starts to harm Mother Nature. So Golden Home Care Products has a solution. Write this down. Golden Home Care Products have been green since the 50s. Imagine that. In today's world, we all want to be green. We want to be eco-friendly. Well, guess what? Since 1958, NeoLife has been providing these solutions. And these products here, like the Super 10 LDC and the green, which I will talk about in a few, will help to wash away all of the cleaners that you probably have lurking around in your house. Again, been green since the 60s, long before it was in fashion. And all of our solutions and cleaning products are 100% biodegradable, earth-friendly, low dose, low burden, and super powerful with a minimum amount of product. So it's important that you understand and know how to mix them as well. Of course, all of the instructions are there. It comes with biodegradable surfactants that actually makes the water wetter. It's not going to harm your septic tanks, the sewage disposal systems, or the water treatments. Minimizes the adverse environmental impact, low dose, low burden approach, low phosphate or even phosphate-free alternatives as well. All of this is derived from natural ingredients. So let's spare the landfills, keep your home safe, and don't get any harsh chemicals, no fumes, super gentle, no irritation, and super powerful because you can use this to tackle tough jobs like maybe your vehicle, the tires, stubborn stains, and it helps to dissolve grease. Economical, versatile, concentrated, and here are the different ways you can use our cleaning products. So for example, Super 10, which I have here, and by the way, You know what? Actually, let me go ahead and just show this off real quick. And, I'll wait till the end because I do have an important announcement that I want to share. I think Alana alluded to it in just a few, but I'll wait to the end. Super 10, which is right here, okay, is a heavy duty cleaner. It helps with heavy duty jobs. You can use it around the kitchen, laundry, windows and walls. In fact, I love Super 10 as a spot treatment. Sometimes you're drinking coffee, you get coffee on your shirt. Just spot treat it. You can even clean it on the spot. And if not, spot treat it right before you put it into the washer. LDC is a light duty cleaner, which is mostly used around the kitchen. It's also good for dishes, laundry as well, and so many other uses. In fact, I must tell you that LDC, which is right here, okay, I like to use for my kids' bubble bath. They love LDC. What I do is when the water is running, I'll just add a little LDC and it starts to foam up. And you know what's nice about that? Not only are they taking their bubble bath, but they're also cleaning in the bathroom as well at the same time. So kill two birds with one stone. And certainly the last one here is the green. And I must tell you, this green, I think has maybe 1,000 different uses. I wash my dog with it. I actually shave with green. Not that there's much to shave, but the little, that I have here, I just add a little green to my shaver and that does it. So many uses. The green is amazing also for cleaning our vegetables. Let's not forget that many of our vegetables have a lot of different chemicals and pesticides. So that's another big concern. Now, let's move on. Let's talk about briefly Super 10. And as I mentioned, Super 10 is for heavy duty jobs and that you can use a 1-to-3 mixing ratio, which means, and in fact, you want to pick up one of these sprayers because on the side of the sprayer, you have the amount that you need. And in the front, you have the formula or the dilution amount. 1 part product, 3 part water would be good for super heavy duty jobs. As you can tell there, you can even do light duty 1-to-20 or 1-to-10. And you can even do 3 drops in a spray bottle for windows. And it works fantastic. So in this Super 10, you're going to have the equivalent of 11 bottles once you dilute it. So we're talking about 11 of these right here. Imagine that. That's what I'm talking about as far as cost savings and how effective and strong this product is. Now, the other nice thing about Super 10, as I was mentioning, is that it tackles tough grease, heavy duty cleaner for the garage, the kitchen, the patio, all around the house. You can save hundreds of dollars a year. Just for the Golden Home Care products replaces an average of about 178 different products that you can find in the store shelf. Can I get a wow? Wow. Thank you. Yes, that is exciting. LDC, the light duty cleaner that you have here, is another wonderful product solution as it relates to cleaning our home, the dishes, the laundry, the windows. This you could use for heavy duty jobs, a 1-to-5 ratio, which means 1 part product, 5 part water, spot cleaner as well. In fact, one of the things I love to do with LDC is, those dirty old shoes that you sometimes go jogging with, or you're on the bike, or maybe it was a rainy day and you just, you had some white shoes or just fill it all up with LDC, throw it in the washer, and it's good to go. With LDC here, you have if you use it 1-to-5, which is the concentrated formula, or even 1-to-3, you'll notice with the 1-to-5, you'll have 6 bottles, okay, once it's diluted. So again, it's great because it has what's called a triple action formula. It consists of emulsifiers, solubilizers, wetting agents, and this is an all-purpose cleaner for dishwashing or even hand soap. Gentle and effective. It smells great. And again, just with these products here, you can replace about 170. All right. Let's move, excuse me, let's move on to green, which is again, 1,000 uses. Green is gentle, versatile, great for washing hands, showering, cleaning delicate washable items, gently cleans, no drying, highly concentrated. You just need a little amount. It's very effective to wash our hands, our body, our plants, our pets, and our clothes. In fact, I have to tell you, I was showing Alana, you can find it on the NeoLife TV channel if you want to just type in neolifetv.com. There's a video that we created where I'm washing my driveway with the green. But also what's nice is if you're using it around the house and you have in the green, you know, maybe like all of the excess or all of the dirt, you can pour that into your plants. So not only are you saving water, but this is great for plants as well. And I also wash my garden with green. Now, we have what's called a little demo here, which is the invisible glove. And in fact, the invisible glove is just a great way for you to go about wherever you are, whether at home or maybe you go to the store. And the invisible glove is very simple, okay? All you do, and actually that is our first, maybe that's gonna be our first demo here, okay? So all you do is you apply a little bit, you know, dime-sized amount of green on your hands before tackling a dirty job, or maybe you're gonna go to the supermarket, let it dry for a little bit. And then when you're done, all you do is you just wash your hands. So let's go ahead and dive into our first home care demo with green, which I just explained. So all you need is your green here. Same thing with the vegetables. You just, let's say you're gonna go to the supermarket or you're gonna go work on the yard, or you got things going on at home that you're cleaning, just go like that. Just a little dime size. If you notice, you don't need a lot. Remember, this is highly concentrated. And then what you do is you just apply it to your hands, okay? And then you have what's called the invisible glove. Yeah, so that's it. It's on, and then when you're done, you just go to the sink there. I'm not gonna do it here, but you just go to the sink, you wash it off, and you're good to go. So isn't that amazing? Absolutely. Well, let's come back to our green. We just finished our first demo and move on to the next topic here, which is the environmental impact. Let's not forget that this product really helps for the entire family. We want to ensure that we provide products that not only work, but that are low dose, low burden. The last thing that you want is your kids or any of your family members being exposed to these chemicals. And I think especially kids, because there are studies and statistics show how when kids use these product cleaners, they could either swallow them, drink them, they could spray them in their face, and then now you have to take them to the emergency room to make sure that they're okay. You know, what's really cool about our products is there's a lot of stories, and one of them here you've probably heard of. In Cape Town, South Africa, there was an oil spill, and they went into action, and they used LDC to clean up these penguins. And they actually cleaned over 25,000 oil-soaked penguins in Cape Town, South Africa with LDC, just to show how safe it is. There's also the Bordano House of Butterflies in Italy, and only Super 10 and LDC are the only ones deemed powerful enough to protect and clean up that bacteria and those parasites, but yet gentle enough not to harm the butterflies. That tells you a lot about not just how effective it is, but how safe to use it is. So again, the NeoLife difference here, Golden Home Care products are safe for the entire family, super earth friendly, saves money, powerful, versatile, and these products truly, truly work. So that takes me now to our next brief demo. And actually, maybe I should make the announcement right now. Are you guys ready for it? Can I get a drum roll? All right. Well, we have here to show you a product promotion that we're going to be doing for Australia. This is not available for New Zealand, but it is available in Australia. It's going to be while supplies last, and we're going to provide you with this that you see here, which is the Golden Home Care Healthy Home Demo System, which pretty much has everything that I talked about. So in here, you're going to get the NeoLife Caddy. Isn't this lovely? The Super 10, which I just talked about. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is included. You're going to get the Super 10. You're also going to get the LDC is included. You're going to get the green included in that too. The Super 10 sprayer, which is this one here, is also included. The mixing bottle, which is this one. Okay, that's also part of it. the carpet cleaning square, which I'm going to use in just a second for your home care demos as well. The crayon that's included, the microfiber towel, which has the NeoLife logo. Can I get a wow? This is beautiful, right? That's included as well. And of course, your home care presentation guide, just to walk you through some of these wonderful products and how to use them at home. It also has this nice map where it shows you where to use the different product solutions that we offer, and more information like the healthy home care demos that I'm doing right here. So we're gonna go ahead and do a quick demo, which is one of my favorites, and that is the carpet cleaning demo, okay? You see, quite often, if you have carpet, what happens? It tends to get dirty. It rains, you walk in, you bring mud or dirt and grime into the home, and guess what? It creates an issue. Plus, if you give this to a 5-year-old, be careful because this is a dangerous weapon. What do kids do with it? Well, they say, oh, thanks for the crayon. Let me just go ahead and make a little happy face here and just kind of, you know, have some fun with it. And then you come home and you see this and you say, oh my goodness. Well, no worries. Super 10 to the rescue. All you do is you take a little bit of Super 10. We've already mixed this here. And on this one, I use 1 part Super 10, 3 parts water. And then all you do is first, you want to spot treat it, which means that you want to ensure that it's going to work for your carpet, depending if it's light colored, beige, white. You know, you just want to use a little area before you use it on the whole carpet. And in this case, I'm just going to use just a little bit here. Okay. There we go. Okay, so if you guys notice, just using a little bit there. And look, I haven't even wiped it and it's already working. Now, depending on the stain, you may want to let it sit there for a while to let the Super 10 do its job. And what's happening here, it's penetrating on this dirt and it's actually lifting the dirt particles. Then you get your official NeoLife Terry Tell microfiber here, which is only available through this product promotion while supplies last. Please write it down. Only while supplies last through month end. And by the way, we only have 10 of these caddies home care system available. So first come, first serve. We had a discussion about this earlier. There's only 10 and you can order them as soon as 7 a.m. tomorrow. And the cost is $110, which is a wonderful saving considering everything that you get. So all you do here is, I'm just going to press on it. If you notice, I'm not even really wiping it. I'm just pressing on it here. And the reason for that is because you're actually lifting the stain off of the rug. Okay. And then if you'd like, you can just give it a nice little clean. And then again, applying very little pressure, right? And if you notice the stain, it's gone. You guys see that? So this is a great way to clean the house. And by the way, I'm only using a little bit on this here because I can go a little bit more, but it's pretty much gone here. Once you let it dry and settle, then you won't see the little white spot there. That's going to dry up and there's no stain. So isn't that wonderful that you have a chance to clean your home with earth-friendly products? So please be sure to pick up once more the Golden Home Care Healthy Home Demo System, only available for a limited time while supplies last, and we only have 10 in stock. I wish we had more, but we only have 10 in stock. Okay, well, with that, I now want to shift gears once more and talk about briefly here some of the concerns that are happening, not just in Australia, but around the world. And that is the financial crisis that's looming. As I was watching the TV the other day here, I noticed there's a lot of reports on inflation. People are leaving New Zealand and Australia because it's getting very, very difficult, very expensive. Just recently in New Zealand, the central bank raised interest levels, which makes it harder to buy a home, especially those that can't afford a home. And the cost of food prices is skyrocketing. So we need an opportunity. And I want to just touch on briefly, we're going to get more into our opportunity on Saturday, in our Super Saturday, but I think it's important for you to know that not only do we have wonderful, amazing product solutions, but we have the best product in the world, in my opinion, and that's the business opportunity. I talked about how we take care of the heavy lifting, and we've been providing an opportunity here at NeoLife since 1958 in 50 countries around the world. So the first thing that you need is a why, and I'd like to call it the why that makes you cry. If you are not satisfied with your current financial situation, you need an opportunity. You need some extra income. So think about what is it that you want to achieve? What is it that you want financially? Maybe it's a vacation. Maybe it's paying off your home. Maybe it's paying off your debt. So that why is really important, because if the why is strong enough, the how becomes easy. And then follow the 3 daily success habits. Use the product and become your best customer. By using the product, you're going to have what's called a product story. And that story you can share with people who you love and care about. And it's a personal experience. Now, don't only share the product, but be sure to share your business. Let people know that you have a business. The third one is personal development. And these things right here, these success habits, is what the biggest leaders in the world I've seen do to have success. From there, find yourself 12 customers. So who do you know in Australia and New Zealand that's tired of being tired, stressed, maybe wants to lose a little weight, or maybe needs to clean their home or wants some healthy home care solutions? Invite them to your business, get them started as customers, and just start with 12 customers. From there, find 3 people who have the same desire as you to improve their lives financially. And we call this the simple 3-step duplication system. By helping them have 12 customers, you start building your team. And in this simple example, you can become what's called a qualified director. Here at NeoLife, qualified directors earn an average in the South Pacific and Australia of 25,000 Australian dollars, plus, I'll get into the plus in just a second, and New Zealand, $27,000. What could you do right now with an extra $27,000 or $25,000? I think a whole lot of things, right? Not just that, but the plus means that you also have access to added rewards like top of the chart sales volume bonuses, including the car bonus, leadership school, and other various events, which, by the way, very soon you're going to hear more about in the South Pacific, because yes, the South Pacific is coming back, and we're coming back stronger than ever. Now, from here on, it's just following the simple duplication system. Once you become a director, help and support these 3 people, your 3 business partners, to do the exact same thing. They become directors, then you can join our world team. And in fact, one Ruby directors in the South Pacific, Australia, earn an average of 45,000 and New Zealand 48,000. And not just that, but the lifestyle, the travel rewards. In fact, there we have Greg Doherty and his wife. I don't know if maybe Greg's on the call, but it's interesting. I got to meet Greg, and he reminded me we met in Waikiki, and he joined our World Team Conference for the North Americas. I don't know who that person in the background there is, but they look like they want a part of this business, because she's checking out what's happening there. Here's a little image of some of our lifestyle events. This was, excuse me, in Waikiki. If you notice, all the way to the left is Greg and his wife. And there's Kendra right in the middle, our fearless leader and CEO that's taking us into the next 60 years. So it's a very fun business to be a part of. Once more, we have our World Team Conference. This was actually in Honolulu or Maui, I believe. And if you notice, it's a fun business to be a part of. Now, if you notice here, this can turn into not just a business that can help you get enough money or make enough income to take care of your product costs, but also this can become a professional income where you can make a professional amount of money simply by going out and helping others. And this example is what we call a president's team member, 4 Ruby director with 6. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, well, it's, I was showing all these wonderful pictures and I was not sharing. Okay, you guys see that now? Okay, let me go back to the slides here. So again, I was just showing Greg and just outlining how this business can help you grow your income and travel around the world. And there's a lady I was talking about there in the back. But look, here are the lifestyle pictures of Maui. If you notice there again on the left is Greg and his wife and Kendra. So once more, I just, again, we'll get more into our business opportunity Saturday and talk a little bit of how this business works. But I just wanted to take a quick opportunity to show you just the lifestyle and some of the different events that we've had, not just in the South Pacific, but also around the world. And here's the image that I was talking about. Thank you, Alana, where I was just outlining the power of the business opportunity by having 6 directors. You can become a 4 Ruby director and earn a professional income. So again, I want to encourage you all to join the NeoLife family, because here at NeoLife, our objective is clear and our objective is pretty straightforward. And that is to help you achieve yours. So we are your business partners. So in closing, I want to encourage you, if you're a guest, to get started tonight and talk to the person who invited you and say, yes, I want to live better. I want to look better. I want to feel better. And here are the 2 options. You can get started for free with the member option. All you need to do is purchase a product. And on the left here, we have the basic promoter kit, which is $789 in Australia, $89 in New Zealand. And you have your distributor kit, which I think is the best option considering the discount and the fact that you can take part in our compensation plan and all the rewards that I talked about. All you do is choose your health pack, your health solution. For example, the Pro Vitality that I talked about here is only $289 a day, which in some places you can't buy coffee for $289 in California, especially. Breakfast pack, $7.60 a day, which is a great deal. And why not the weight loss pack, which is only $12.32. Imagine that you can replace 2 meals like the one I talked about today. Maybe in the morning, you make the chocolate shake. In the afternoon, you make your watermelon smoothie with vanilla. It's up to you. And the other wonderful thing is that you have the opportunity to take part in our rewards program. That's called the 3 for Free program. It's very simple. In fact, we have people on this call who are getting their free product every single month. And all you do is you select the health pack and you help 3 new customers, members, get started with the same health pack as yours or larger. And guess what? Your product is free every single month, which means you can have a free Pro Vitality every single month. You can have a free breakfast pack or a weight loss pack every single month simply by going out there and sharing with others and helping them improve their lives. If you're interested in earning your health pack or your product for free, please reach out to us. Reach out to myself or the team. We'd be more than happy to assist you either virtually or in person to help you get your product for free every month. It's super simple. It's super fun. And it's a great way for you to get your nutrition delivered to your home courtesy of NeoLife. So what best fits you? Maybe you're joining the call and you're just interested in the product. Well, why not get started with our membership option that gives you and unlocks the 15% discount off the suggested retail price? Or you can become a promoter and earn a nice income of $25,000 or $27,000 in New Zealand, or maybe a professional income, as I was demonstrating earlier today. The choice is yours, because here at NeoLife, once more, our objective is to help you and your family and your friends and loved ones feel better, look better, and live better. So please contact the person who invited you to this call and say, yes, I am ready to get started. I want to try the nutrition. I want to feel better. I want to have more energy. I want to try some of these cleaners. I want to check out that watermelon recipe that I was talking about so that you can live the life that you truly desire. And if you invited a guest to this call, please follow up with them immediately after the call and help them get started. Well, I think we've had a pretty good first portion of our call focusing on the wellness solutions that we provide. I truly hope that you enjoyed the presentation as much as I enjoyed providing it for you along with the team here in the South Pacific. You are all so blessed to have such an incredible team here at the Brisbane office. I've got a chance to meet with the staff. So we have the support system in place to help you physically and financially. Let me remind you that there's never been a better time and a better place to be a part of the NeoLife family. So join us in this journey in going out there and helping to end the trend of poor health and financial stress. Thank you very much. We're now going to move on to our featured keynote speaker, who is our Executive Vice President International. His name is Mr. Rico Brown, and he is with us all the way from Houston, Texas. Let's give Rico a big hand, everybody.
Thanks to everyone out there. Thank you for being a part of this program. Let's give Cesar a big round of applause. Cesar was very detailed in explaining the information that he had, having fun with sharing the products. You know, we have a scientific advisory board. Their job is to develop products that you can trust. It's not necessary that you go out and learn all the ingredients in the product. It's not necessary that you go to the vitamin almanac or the vitamin encyclopedia so that you can better sell the products. I trust our SAB. Our SAB has put a lot of time and energy into developing these products. One second, everybody. They put a lot of time into developing these products so that they are effective. So what I want to talk about just briefly is this. NeoLife, our goal is to end the trend of poor health. You know, all around the world, there are many challenges, and chronic diseases is taking over the world. You know, they were talking about 2020 that 3 out of 5 people are going to die of chronic disease. But the reality is now it's getting even worse, because with all of the viruses and pandemics that we're running into, you know, we just come out of COVID, and now they're talking about monkeypox. They're talking about developing, am I too close? They're talking about developing a vaccine for monkeypox. So the rest of our lives, it looks like we're going to have to start taking a vaccine for something. But we shouldn't worry, because if we give ourselves the nutrition, the nutrients that it needs, the body will protect itself. You see, in our world, there are 2 areas that we like to focus on. One is health, and the other is wellness. Write that down, health and wellness. There's a difference between the two, and we have to address both of them. Health is how your body functions. It's how your body functions. It's whether you have a problem, a disease, or chronic disease. Health is how your body functions. Wellness is how your body feels. That is the area that we want to make the greatest impact in, because there are more people out there in Australia and around the world that just don't feel good. They're not sick. They just don't feel good. And our job is to go out and reach all of those individuals. You see, I like to say that we are a need-based business. A need-based business. That's what we are. And what do I mean by that? What is the NeoLife opportunity? If you were on the call the other night, you heard me say this. The NeoLife opportunity is a way for an individual to satisfy their needs. It's a way. That's all it is. It's a way for an individual to satisfy their needs. And in our world, there are 2 areas that we can assist individuals in satisfying. One is physical, and the other is financial. Those are the 2 areas that we as NeoLife distributors, we as NeoLife business owners, those are the 2 areas that we can address. Physical or financial. Now, here's the challenge. We don't know what individual needs. I don't know what each of you sitting here need. I don't know what each of you sitting on the call, what you need. I don't know. But how do we find out? We find out by talking to people. You see, if you don't expose your business by talking to someone, then they don't know that you're in business. So how are you going to sell your product if they don't know that you're in business? And how do you identify what that individual needs? It's called the power of questions. The power of questions. You know, I like to say this, when women get together, strangers get together, they know more about each other in 5 or 10 minutes than men know after knowing someone for 2 or 3 weeks. Because you all ask questions. What's your name? Where are you from? How long you been here? Where you work? You ask a lot of questions. So it's okay, because when you ask questions, the power of questions help you to gain information. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to gain information that's going to lead me to identifying the individual need. Now, the second part is the power question. There are 2 areas: the power of questions, gain information. The power question causes you to take action. You see, once I find out what your needs are, I then ask you if I could show you. If I could show you how, would you be interested in listening? So consequently, you've created a situation to where you have to do something. And what is the what? Well, the what is, we're trying to expand our business. So what do we have to do? I'm gonna erase this, guys, so I can have the next part of the board to work on. What is the what? If the person has a physical need, then you should do cellular nutrition. If there is a physical need, then you should share cellular nutrition with that individual. And if you don't understand cellular nutrition, you want to get on one of Cesar's meetings, and he will explain to you how to talk about our product based on our scientific advisory board. If their need is financial, then you want to do the basic 3 presentation. Now, Cesar spoke a little bit of the basic 3 presentation as he was closing off his meeting. But the basic 3 presentation just simply show how the money is earned. That's all. How the money is earned. Now, you think about this for a moment. We have an opportunity for each of these individuals. If they're just looking for a product, why not get them started as a free member? A free member. All they have to do is buy a product. So if they buy one product and register, they are registered in your organization. And they're in your organization for life. You don't have to worry about anyone else coming to take them away from you. If the person is interested in earning money, get them started as a promoter. Because if they don't start as a promoter, then they cannot take advantage of the compensation plan. So if the person just want to use product, share with them cellular nutrition and ask them to get started as a member. See, we're on a push. We're on a push here in Australia, and we want to triple the number of customer members that we get into this business. We want more and more customers. Yes, we want business builders as well. But we're going through a push through the end of this year to see how many people we can get to register as a customer for free. Because I know if we register more people that way, we will find some promoters that want to build a business. See, if you want to have more business or more sales in your business, there are two ways to get them. One is to get more from the people that you have, or to get more people. Hello? And in 30 years with NeoLife, I have found that it is easier to get more people than it is to get the people that you have to do more work. So we have to accept the fact that they are going to do what they're going to do. So our goal, especially starting now, running into the new year, our goal is to get as many people into the business as we possibly can, either as a user, a free member, or a promoter. And the way you do that, you close them by asking them to join your business. That's so simple. If you know what to say, if you know what to do, if you know how to respond, if you know how to close, your business, this business, becomes a simple process. Because the process, then you work the process and you don't worry about the outcome because you're going through the process. It's like a surgeon. A surgeon knows the process of heart surgery. So he follows the process until he gets to an area where there's a problem. We have a business that can grow, a business that can produce phenomenal results, a business that can be a legacy for your children's children, a business that will produce more money and help more people than you ever thought possible. See, when you become a promoter, you're still helping people. You're just helping more of them. Because when you go out and you get business builders, they get more people involved in the process. When you just sell product, you get one customer at a time. I like the process of getting many customers at one time as opposed to one customer at a time. We have a great opportunity. We're going to reboot the business here in Australia. We're going to start anew. We have been, in hibernation for almost 3 years. COVID has had us shut in. We tried to come out and they pushed us back in. And as a result, we didn't do all the things that we should have been doing. Number one, to support you, but number two, that you all haven't done all the things that you could do because of the situation. Well, starting now, we will offer you all the opportunity to have the business that you want by supporting you in a variety of ways. You're going to see information coming out of the office that is going to help get our name back out into the public, to get your business so people will be aware that we are here. We are going to rebound fully and advance from there. The question is this, not whether or not we are going to advance and rebound, but the question is, will you be a part of the success that we're going to achieve? I want to thank you all very much for coming out tonight, for the people sitting here in the room, for those of you that are, zoomed in on us. We hope to see you one day, not just on Zoom. We're going to start having more and more meetings, so we'll get the opportunity to meet more and more people. Remember, habits determine your success. Look at what habits you have and adjust them so that you can achieve the things that you want. God bless everyone. Good night and have a good evening. Thank you very much.